Okay, Shumidu, start your presentation.
Okay, teacher. Thank you, teacher, and my dear friends. Now I'm going to thank you for Deshani Miss to give me this chance. Okay, guys. Today I'm going to talk about animal diversity or the sixth lesson of science in grade 7. Okay, let's check vertebrates and invertebrates. You know, we classification the animals in the world into different types based on their shape, size, eating habits, habitat, method of reproduction, locomotion, and morphology. We can group animals into different categories. That they are animals move from one place to another in search of food and water. Animals that move on land mostly have forelimbs and hind limbs that use to run, jump, and walk. Some animals, like snakes, do not have legs. They move by crawling. All the animals are different from each other. Let's take example. Nutrition herbivores. For nutrition herbivores, we are taking deer and butterfly. You know they have a big difference among themselves. So we need a proper scientific classification. Okay, let's check what is that scientific classification. That is animal classification. We divide into vertebrates and invertebrates. Okay, let's we learn about vertebrates. Animals which have backbone or bony skeleton or internal skeleton we call vertebrates. Less than 10 from 100% of animals on earth are vertebrates. Let's talk about invertebrates. Animals that do not have a backbone or internal skeleton. Over 19 from 100% of animals on earth are invertebrates. Microorganisms, insects, and some aquatic creatures are invertebrates. Let's compare the invertebrates and vertebrates. You know, we told in the previous the invertebrates is more than 19% of 100 and vertebrates are less than 10%, 10% 100 and we compare that in here in a circle. Okay, let's take the adaptation of organism to environment. We find living things all around us. Animals adjust very well to live in their immediate surroundings. They move around to breed or to reproduce, find food, and also to raise their young ones. Let's check habitat. An animal's immediate environment which suit its requirement is called its habitat. You can see type of habitats: coastal, arid, forest, urban, polar, and freshwater. You know, penguins. Let's take example as penguin. You know, mostly the penguin live in the polar regions. If the penguin live in the coastal, they can't live in coastal because the penguins all the needs are in the polar regions and he can't live in the coastal because of that heat of the sun and the summer is higher. Okay, let's check adaptation to habitat. An animal's ability to adjust to its environment is called adaptation. Snakes live on land, but they do not have legs. They crawl with help of their scales. You know, The snakes are also live in land, but they are moving from one place to another place without any leg. Because of their healthy their scales and they can move one place to another. In this picture, you can see some type of snakes. A camel live in a hot, dry desert. A camel has long legs, keep the body away from heat, hot sand, while its thick lips and tongue help it to eat thorny bushes found in desert. The camel's hump is a storehouse of fat that it is used when it does not get any food or water for days. You know, camel is a very strange animal. I tell camel is a strange animal because he can live a long time without food or water. Do you know how it is? Because he has a hump, or in Sinhala we call it is mollier. It stores all the fat when he get food, and when he get hungry, he eat the fat that is stored in hump. Okay, let's go to another one. The polar bear, which lives in extremely cold polar region, has very thick fur which protect it from extreme cold. You know, the polar bear is also has very thick fur to protect him from extreme cold. Also, you know, we get polar bears this thick fur to sew coats. Animals living in trees, most of the time the trees is the natural habitat. Monkeys have long, strong tails which they can swing from branches to trees. In this picture, you can see an animal swing from branches to trees with the help of his tail. Some birds are living in water or living near the water bodies. They have long thin legs that help them wade through the water and have long wings to catch fish. Example in here also you can see a bird that catching a fish. Also example you can get the duck. Dichotomous. Oh, let's talk about dichotomous key. We use dichotomous key to classification of animals according to their basic characteristics. Okay. In here, I get some animals and this is a classification. Okay. Let's check what is this. In the animals I get chicken and butterfly, mouse, fish and the terrestrial. Okay. I divide the animals into two groups, that wings and no wings. In the wing group, I get the chicken or cock and butterfly. In no wings, mouse, fish and terrestrial. In feathers, I give the chicken and no feathers the butterfly. In here, you can see the butterfly don't have any feathers. Because of that, I put the butterfly into no feathers group, but he can fly with his. Okay, let's check about no wing. In here, I divide them into two groups, that is covered with fur and not covered with fur. In here, the covered with fur is mouse and not covered with fur is fish and terrestrial. And you can divide the terrestrial and fish into two groups, that is aquatic and terrestrial. Okay, guys. Thank you for listening me. Today I'm going to in my lesson. Okay, goodbye. Let's meet on another presentation.
Okay, very good.